everyone, and welcome to Hashtag Shout, the weekly debate/discussion show. We talk about everything and anything. Although, funnily enough, we tend to talk about comics and games and women a lot more than anything else. Boobies! We were just that cool. But anyway, I am rejoined by my fellow co-hosts who weren't here last week for reasons given in the last episode. Check it out. It was a solo episode. But yes, you guys have returned. I missed you guys. In case anyone has a really short attention span, let me introduce you to my co-hosts. He is the co-founder of the show. He's the guy that came up with the name, if you actually research the history of the show. He is the pirate pimp, the suited-up Sith. He is TheLonewalker1. How you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Yes, he owns half the show.
I own half of England.
And next to me is the maniacal Mark, the patron saint of the socially awkward and the master of Tumblr. He is none other than Geek King. How you doing, Geek?
So
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really, really white. I don't know how to answer that question.
let me try and do it. What is happening?
Oh, we are recording a show, good sir!
No. How you doing?
Keeping it real.
There you go.
For shizzle. Anyway, here we are. Hashtag shout. Still going strong in the year 2013. We're all back. Adam, I hope you're feeling a lot better this week.
Indeed I am. I have Haribo and Pepsi.
Excellent. And Geek, you've recovered from last week's Valentine's Day?
Yes. Yeah.
She's still recovering.
No, she's at home.
Okay, well, let us jump straight into the show. Obviously, if you weren't aware of this, this is the first Hashtag Shout quiz of 2013 where Adam will attempt to defend his championship against, the Geek King. Now, that will come at the end of the show. So whilst Adam is getting his tweets and Geek is researching some news for us, pardon you, allow me to go into some news from around the world, starting off with anyone, basically calling all artists. If you are a fan of Neil Gaiman, you're going to want to listen to this. Neil Gaiman has created a calendar of tales, 12 short stories, each inspired by the months of the year that yearn for the accompaniment of beautiful illustrations. This is where you come in. Whether your preferred artistic tool is a paintbrush, pencil, camera, or any visual art medium imaginable, let Neil Gaiman's tales unlock your creativity and enter the Keep Moving project for your chance to be included in a calendar of tales. At the end of the project, 12 lucky artists, handpicked by Neil Gaiman himself, will have their work made into a beautiful microsite. The winners will also make it into an e-book and a real-life printed version of a calendar of tales. Now's your chance to enter into Neil Gaiman's breathtaking world and help make it even richer with your fantastical creations. Entries must be submitted to the BlackBerry Hub between 5 p.m. GMT on February 19th and 5 p.m. GMT on March 11th. Please submit all entries in a landscape format. We will provide the link for you guys to enter this competition. At the time of recording, there was about just over 17 days. Obviously, this show will be posted on the weekend, so my best advice would be to check out the website. I'll send you. It is on DeviantArt. Check out the website for all the information there, and it's a good chance.
You should have like 10 days left.
Yeah, about a little over 10 days or something like that. So get yourself entered. It's a fantastic opportunity. I mean, to work with Neil Gaiman.
Oh, yeah, who wouldn't? Neil Gaiman's one of the best writers there is.
I've got two of his books here. One called Neverwhere, which I haven't read yet because it was both for my birthday as a late present. And Good Omens. I love that book. It's definitely one of my favourites.
Oh, yes. Neil Gaiman's one of the greatest writers there is. Some of his comic book works are amazing as well.
Absolutely. Anyway, in other news.
Boobs.
Now, you may have heard.
Boobs.
We'll be getting there.
Boobs.
Oh, trust me.
Mine.
We're getting there. Google Glass features unveiled in a preview video. A YouTube video uploaded by the company shows Google Glass in action, including the interface which appears in the wearer's line of sight. The search giant has also opened up the trial of the product to creative individuals and developers. Google co-founder Sergey Brin was recently spotted on New York subway testing the device. The product was first unveiled as part of a demonstration at a Google launch event last year, where developers were offered early access to the device for $1,500.
So what do these do?
Well, I have a video here. I will put it up on the screen for the viewers as well. Here is a video that they posted.
Okay, Glass, record a video. This is it. We're on in 2 minutes.
Okay, Glass. Hang out with the Flying Club.
Google photos of tiger heads.
You ready? You ready?
Right there. Okay, Glass. Take a picture.
Holy sh**. That is awesome.
Okay, Glass. Record a video.
After this bridge, first exit.
Oh yeah, A12, right there. Google, stay delicious in Thai. Alroy.
Google jellyfish.
Well, let's see. It's beautiful.
So
what
there
if
you
you
go.
can't get a Wi-Fi connection?
I imagine it says something built in.
Probably a 4G by the time the 4G comes
But-
out. It's going to be right.
Yeah.
But what about if you've got to wear glasses, though? Like us. You know, like myself
Yeah,
and Funk, we wear glasses. It's going to be over the top of that. Is there anything so far said about that?
I don't.
So far, just for you fucking clear-sighted people.
Look at.
Oh, look how cool they look.
I'll put the image of the glasses up on the screen there for you guys.
You could have a wrestling set, make them purple, and be Bret the Hitman Hart,
Yeah.
but with Google View. Google.
No, you wouldn't. You just leave them be like that, and then you walk down the ramp at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Talk about Zach Vision.
Oh, it'd be
Yes!
awesome. No, Zach would never make WrestleMania.
Anyway,
Put it on the Lillian Garcia. Let Mamacita wear them, and she walked down that aisle, styling and pro. The Nature Boy! Put a Ric Flair!
you know, if Lillian Garcia wears them, at some point she has to go to David's locker room.
Here's the
That
thing.
would be deeply
No,
inappropriate.
you let Lillian wear a pair, so Mamacita wear a pair, and then you get the Nature Boy to wear a pair, right? And the Nature Boy is styling and profiling, so then you get a Nature Boy view of Lillian of Mamacita.
Speaking legitimately, if WWE bought these, they could have WWE Active show the commentator's view.
No, because the commentators watched a match off the monitor.
Well, you could hire one of them or the timekeeper to wear them and be like,
You could have a new camera angles, though, couldn't you, from cameraman?
You know who in the WWE should get one of them?
Hashtag hard body ref.
No. There's the referees would be a great idea, but there's one person in particular.
JBL.
Sign guy.
Yes!
That guy's not an official member of the WWE.
I don't care.
Here's what we could do. We could do that for the show. Have these glasses. They just pay someone to sit and watch.
we collectively go in, send them to someone, whoever's going to be at the... Can you just send it to that next guy?
They'll never come back.
I know.
Anyway, next news. Sticking with
Fuck next news. That's the best news there is.
PS4.
Oh, this kid's getting bad.
The PS4 console announced by Sony. The Sony PS4
Oh,
next-gen games console has finally been announced. At a New York event late last night, along with some of the games that will launch on the new hardware and redesigned DualShock 4 controller. Although the console itself wasn't on show, we now know what the hardware will contain. A 64-bit 86 AMD APU with 8 cores, codenamed Jaguar, Radeon-based graphics capable of 1.84 teraflops of rendering power and an 8GB of GDDR5 memory, as well as an unspecified amount of hard disk storage and a Blu-ray optical drive.
Do you know what that means, people, for those who don't speak that shitey language you just spoke? You know what it means?
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking awesome.
In the absence of the main unit, the new DualShock 4 was the star of the show. Sony did reveal the revised DualShock 4 controller, which has an integrated touchpad, microphone jack, dedicated share button,
Yep.
and a light bar which copies some limited functionality for the PlayStation Move motion controllers, which were confirmed to work with the PS4 despite being designed for the now previous generation PS3.
That looks fucking awesome. Look how sexy it looks, though.
The new light
Look how
bar.
sexy that is.
The new light bar appears to replicate some Move
It
functionality.
looks like a frog from that angle.
Above it, if you can see the dedicated share button. Now, the share button forms a major part of Sony's revised user interface, which is heavily integrated with Facebook and Ustream, the useless cunts, for finding friends and sharing video. It looks very similar to the redesigned PlayStation Store, with a stronger focus on finding the content you'll personally enjoy. It even uses your trophy data to preload game demos and videos based on what it thinks you'll be interested in, much like the TiVo TV system. Remote play will play a bigger part in the PlayStation future, with new game NAF confirmed to stream gameplay from the PS4 to Sony's Vita handheld. The long-term goal is to apparently make every PS4 game stream in this way, although it sounds like it won't be a requirement at launch.
Shout out.
Yes?
What's your deal with Ustream?
I think they're useless, and they're not customer-friendly,
Okay.
and they have a tendency to make ridiculous demands of people.
Have they updated? Have they mentioned whether they're going to stick to discs these days? Because they did say that you would have to have it download the. That was a rumor. You'd have to download the games, the PS4.
In all honesty, there has been talks about that by other people far wiser than I in technology. One person I would suggest everyone checks out, and we've mentioned him twice on the show. Halloween 455 does a fantastic rant about the idea of not having a physical copy of the game.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the description to his.
Because what's really pissy about what I've heard about it is that if you didn't have a physical copy of the game, if your console broke for whatever reason, and you'd lose not only your save data, but your actual copy of the game and have to re-download it as a brand new game, so you'd have to buy it again.
Yeah, it's just a way of trying to make more money. Of course, they cloak it under piracy. Yeah, wankers. Anyway, finally, the PS4 reveal confirmed the reason behind Sony's purchase of cloud company, Gaikia. The new console will allow gamers to play stream demos straight off the PlayStation Store without having to wait to download them, share gameplay clips with friends, and even jump into this is what I love. Share gameplay clips with friends and even jump into other people's games to help them through challenging areas. I buy a game, and allow other friends to come in and play it for me.
Yeah, it's basically, dude, I can't beat this part, can you play it for me? Or, dude, I suck at this game, beat it for me, will you?
The thing is, there was only one time where Stephen and me have done that, and that's when I was playing Resident Evil 5, and the computer was getting on my wick, so Stephen just
Because
picked
she
up
was
the
a
tab.
fucking idiot. I'm half. If I played more games, I'd be half tempted to do a top 10 most useless AI companions. But yeah, that's my problem, because it's one thing to, like, if you've got a friend with you to do it, but to be like, dude, I can't complete this, go fucking do it. You know what I mean? I suppose it's a way of avoiding using cheats, but
yeah, it's basically to let your friend come in and play the game for you.
But you're supposed to overcome challenges.
Oh yeah, don't get us wrong. Everybody who's heard that has laughed about that. Plus, once if you're doing like a really cool part of the game, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden your mate comes in, takes over, and you're sitting going, win and beats something for you. You're sitting going, well, dude, what the fuck?
I mean, I imagine there'll be some kind of password protection system.
You would hope.
Yeah. When asked why the company didn't show off the console itself, Sony Worldwide Studios, Shuhei Yoshida, told Kotaku, when we planned for this event, obviously we discussed what we should show and talk about. As far as the DualShock 4 is concerned, we wanted to do the live demo. It's awkward not to show the controller when someone is doing a demo. And also the feature that the DualShock 4 has, the share button, it's a very key idea behind the design of the PS4. We really wanted to explain what we've done with the DualShock 4, but as far as the system itself, we have to keep something new for later. Otherwise, you'd get bored.
E3!
It's widely expected that the final console will be revealed at E3 in June, but gamers will still have to wait until the vague Holiday 2013 release window to actually get their hands on the new console.
What's vague about that?
And
you know where Holiday 2013 is.
Christmas. And the UK release date. We also still have yet to learn what one will cost.
Early reports coming out.
Yeah.
Console packages will start from $299.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roughly, I think it's going to be probably the same over here because they don't usually change too much.
£30, yeah.
And we're going to get it before Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of weeks before. And it's going to be a worldwide release date on the same date.
Now, it's from technology to sexy. FHM's 100 Sexiest Women in the World 2013.
Yes!
Voting is now open.
Yes! 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 Yes!
So,
I'm done.
yes, readers, it's that time again. The world's biggest and best poll on female beauty, according to FHM.
It's a bunch of wank.
3 billion women on the planet, and there can be only one winner, and it's
There can only be one.
If you know who's your vote, then simply fill their name on the website and press the vote button, or you can check it.
You get a rank of top 10.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Yeah, well,
I sat in the pub with a bunch
well,
of lads
actually,
working
on
out.
this one, you got to do so. Like, I'm currently on the website. I put in. There we go. So I go to search. So I go to search there.
Go ahead.
I can't hear your
Ah,
attention.
there she is. There she is. Oh, I don't know,
I click the name there. Click vote now. And boom. Now it will bring up a pop window as you to enter a competition. I say no. And we apologise for.
Emma Stone has been voted for. Okay.
Yeah, we apologise for that brief interruption. That was from was it Edward?
Edward, I believe, yes, from MCAS.
You know, he wanted to know if we had any ISAs or investments in the past, and yeah.
Uh-huh.
So nice guy. Thanks for interrupting the show. So yeah. So in that time that we were away,
Who's this Diana Vickers girl?
Geek, she's a famous singer.
Geek has been voting on his favourite sexiest women for episode 13. I'm losing my words here because I'm being interrupted by stupid phone callers.
Yeah.
Want to know
Although
about
Tommy
investments.
was a genuinely nice person.
So anyway, as I was saying, if you want to vote on who you think is the sexiest women in the world in 2013, then get over to the website. The link will
The ginger one from Girls Aloud was voted for?
The link will be in the description for you to go ahead and vote. I'm losing my wording, so I have to concentrate now because I'm going blah 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 blah. So from the Sexiest Women to the Brit Awards.
The what now?
The Brit Awards have been handed out in London, honouring the biggest and the best music artists of the past 12 months.
Fuck that! One Direction won one.
Here's a full list of contenders with the winners as well. So
let's play a game we called Socks Are Awesome.
For the British male solo artists, some of the nominees were Calvin Harris, Plan B, Richard Hawley, and Ollie Murs, with the winner being Ben Howard.
I like Plan B.
With the winner being Ben Howard.
Never heard of him.
For British female solo artists, Amy Whitehouse, Paloma Faith, Bat for Lashes, Jessie Ware, and the winner was Emily Sandé.
So how can Amy Whitehouse
She's dead.
Yeah.
And she hasn't released anything in the last year?
Her career is dead because she is literally dead.
Well, in fairness, Elvis was still selling music after his death.
Yeah, but she hasn't.
That's because Elvis was the
for the British breakthrough. For the British breakthrough act, nominees included Jake Bugg, Jessie Ware, Alt J, Rita Ora, and the winner was Ben Howard.
They can all suck it.
For British group, Alt J, the XX, Muse, One Direction, but the winners were Mumford & Sons.
Oh, okay.
How is Lindsay Lohan on this list, though?
British single nominees included Alex Kerr for Too Close, Coldplay featuring Rihanna, Princess of China, DJ Fresh featuring Rita Ora, Hot Right Now, Emily Sand, Next to Me, Florence and the Machine, Spectrum, Say My Name, James Arthur for Impossible, Jessie Domino, Labyrinth featuring Emily Sandé, Beneath You Beautiful, Ollie Murs featuring Flo Rida, Troublemaker, Rita Ora featuring Tiny Temper, R.I.P.
I'm sorry, I need to interrupt you and not talk under you for once. I'm looking at the list, right?
Yes.
And I'm voting on the list.
Yes.
I just realised.
Yes.
Underneath the name, it gives you hair colour.
Yes.
Job.
Yes.
And what they are. I
Yes.
international British American.
Yes, because you could organise women in categories.
Incidentally, to get my attention, Dan tapped me on the shoulder, what he thought was likely. What he did was, he pimp slapped my shoulder.
I kind of pimp.
Anyway, getting back to the list, Rizzle Kicks, Mama Do the Hump.
Do the Hump.
Robbie Williams, Candy. Rudimental, featuring John Newman, Feel the Love. Was it Stush for Blackheart?
Stushy.
Alright, and the winner is Adele with Skyfall.
That Blackheart's about how she falls in love with a monster.
British Album of the Year. Plan B had Ill Manners. Alt J had An Awesome Wave. Paloma Faith had Fall to Grace. And Mumford & Sons had Babel. But the winner was Emily Sandy. Or Sandy.
Sandy, I think it is.
Yeah. Our version of Events.
Oh, that has all the albums that I've only heard one.
International Male Solo Artists. Jack White, Goatee, Michael Bublé and Bruce Springsteen were all nominees, but the winner was Frank Ocean.
How did Frank Ocean beat the boss?
International Female Solo Artists. Rihanna, Alicia Keys, Cat Power and Taylor Swift were all nominees, but the winner was Lana Del Rey, which to me sounds like a wrestler. I'm just saying.
Yeah, actually, she does sound like a
Sarah Del Rey. Yeah. International Group nominees were The Script, Alabama Shakes, Fun, and The Killers, but the winner were The Black Keys. British Live Act, Mumford & Sons, Muse, The Vaccines, and The Rolling Stones were all nominated, but Coldplay somehow won.
Really?
Screw you, Coldplay.
That was bad as The Rolling Stones.
To death. I hope you freeze to death from the ice in your arms.
All right.
British producer Damon Albarn and Jake Gosling were nominated, but the winner was Paul Epsworth. The Special Recognition Award went to War Child, and the Critics' Choice nominees were Aluna George and Laura Muvla, but the winner was Tom Odell. And finally, the Brits' global success for international sales in 2012 went to One Direction.
Because it's purely based on international sales.
Yes.
Apologies, I was hoping.
In fairness, the award is global success for international sales.
The the Special Recognition Award went to War Child, which is actually a charity.
Well, there you go. But, anyway, the last bit of news I have, and I thought I would end with a bit of a. It's not entertaining. It's not funny. It's a bit of a serious one.
It's not entertaining. It's not funny. Wow, way to bring the show down, dude.
No. There's a reason I say this. There's a pretty serious business here. David Cameron.
Phoenix Marie.
Basically, David Cameron is considering spending money from the UK's £10 billion aid budget on basically peacekeeping and other defence-related projects. Basically, the £10 billion aid relief, obviously, to help people in Africa with AIDS and all that jazz. David Cameron wants to take money from that $10 billion to put it into military spending. Do we think that's right?
No.
You know what I mean? Just absolutely fucking disgraceful.
I just voted for Greta.
Okay. So yeah, I basically, rather than, to read the full story.
You set me on something now, dude.
Yeah. The government is to consider spending money from the UK's $10 billion aid budget on peacekeeping and other defence-related projects, David Cameron has said. Such a move could see funds diverted from the Department of International Development to the Ministry of Defence. The Prime Minister, who has been urged to cut aid spending by some Tories, the bastards, said security and stability were often needed before development could take place. Critics argue that aid money should not be used to compensate for defence cuts. No fucking shit, Sherlock! Mr Cameron has said he intends to protect all £10 billion of Britain's aid budget, promising to spend 0.7% of national income on development. Here's the thing, Dickie boy.
Who the fuck wants to Kirsten Stewart?
If you can't say you're going to protect all of the aid fund, if at the same time you're going to take any amount from it. You've already said we're probably going to do it, and then you say, but we're going to protect all of it. I can't say to anybody, I'm going to take a slice of your pie, but I'm going to protect your pie from anybody taking anything from it. Precisely. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. But I'll post the story up in the link for you guys. You guys can comment on it, share your thoughts on the story. We'll share your thoughts on next week's episode. And before we get to Tweets of the Week, any more news from Geek, and of course the quiz.
I'm completely lost now.
We do have a question that was sent to us via our Tumblr, shouttheshow.tumblr.com/ask. It's a very serious question, and quite frankly, I don't see us giving a too in-depth answer. I will be happy to share my thoughts. I'm happy to share thoughts. Happy to share thoughts on Tumblr or whatever when we have time. But the question is, what is your views on immigration? Simple answer is
It
I'm
exists.
okay with immigration. I'm not okay with illegal immigration. My future wife is living in America. She's moving over here. What do you think my views on immigration are? I say what I think, though. I think the Conservatives are doing a damn good job of fucking the system up to make it harder for the people who want to come in and be legal, and yet somehow it seems easier for people who don't want to come here legally. It just seems a bit cuckoo.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous how easy it is to get over here for illegal, but if you're over here legally, it takes you fucking 1,700,000 years.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I think that sums it up, really.
Very much.
Well,
I can give you one that, to piss people off with, or to quote a man I know, who would say, "What's my views on immigration? There ain't no black in the Union Jack." Not my views, but I do hear that quite a bit of people in our area.
Yeah, it's that's a problem. We do live in an area where people think, well, I don't like Labour, I don't like Conservative, I don't like Lib Dem. Fuck it, I'll vote BNP or UKIP. There are other parties like Monster Raving Loony Party, the Green Party.
You could go to America.
No Lemons House Party.
There's a wizard.
Mr. Marty!
There's a wizard running for office in America every year.
Yeah.
Just a wizard. That is glorious. He says if he comes to power, he's going to give everybody in America a free pony.
Good luck with that one. There's no budget in the universe that'll...
Dude,
I don't vote over here because of that reason. I don't have anyone to vote for.
See, I do vote. I tend to vote Labour, generally because they're the ones that seem to make the most sense every time I go to vote. I'm not a big fan of Labour. I'm not like... I don't think they're perfect. They definitely aren't. I mean, they lied to get us into a war and all that jazz, and they do have really reckless spending habits. But Labour has the best intentions, whereas Conservatives... And this is my opinion, not the opinion of the shows or anyone but my own opinion. But at the end of the day, Conservatives view the working class as an expenditure. Liberal Democrats make numbers up. And the Labour Party kind of goes, yeah, but the working class need our help. So
because the Labour comes from working class,
exactly.
That's where the term Labour comes from. The Labour Party.
I wish we could have a Prime Minister that had like the humanity of Winston Churchill.
Oh yes.
But at the same time had a great economic mindset.
Churchill didn't have a bad economic mindset. He was just pissed all the time.
Humanity of Winston Churchill, all the charm of Barack Obama, and economical ideas of
Mr. Long laying back, Daddy.
Have the economical ideas of Ted DiBiase.
Yeah. But yes, that's all the news that I have to throw at you guys. Anything from your side of the woods, or we?
Yeah, a couple of things. Movie news / comic book news. That's what I do.
Yeah,
mainly.
absolutely.
Star Wars Episode 7 news. You're going to hear about this pretty much until the day it comes out. Trust me. And then when it comes out, you're going to hear it until the day after it comes out. Star Wars Episode 7 news. Looks as if it could be focusing on the kids of Luke, Leia, Han, and not Chewbacca, Chewbacca not kids.
Sorry, my mind went completely different, so I just heard the kids of Luke and Leia, and I went, what?
Yeah, Luke, Leia, Han, and Martha Jade is the mother to Luke's kids. This was based off an interview with Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill said, when asked about if he was coming on to do the project after the Latino news just said last week that Han Solo himself, Harrison Ford, had returned to the project. He said George initially talked to them all, asked to see if they were willing to come back. Him, Han, Harrison, Carrie Fisher, who plays Princess Leia, and Tony Daniels, who plays C-3PO, because yes, 3PO was a robot, so 3PO doesn't die.
Sometimes I feel like C-3PO on the show.
That's illogical.
Really, what are you doing? I love it because like used to are kind of like the R2D2s. You know what you're doing. You're not crazy or anything. You're not reckless. You know what's good.
Yeah.
And that's me trying to keep everything calm, and then it turns out I'm wrong.
Yeah. You'd have to all come back. However, they would be brought then into the writing of the actual the film to find out where it could go, what they'd be willing to do, and what not. However, Mark Hamill said he hasn't been invited to do that, so he assumes that none of them are coming back because George said originally he wanted all of them or none of them. I can see Tony Daniels coming back because if 3PO's there, is the only man who... Even the Sun brought out a DVD that was a clip show, and in between C-3PO and R2-D2 did little bits of entertaining, like talking, and he would do that. He refuses to let anyone else play C-3PO, apart from Greg Quagmire.
Well, there's another one about Yoda, isn't there?
Yeah.
I tell you a movie I'm looking forward to. I've seen the trailers for it, and I'm really looking forward to it, is Hansel and Gretel.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that when you look at the trailer, you kind of think this is going to be almost like Van Helsing in terms of production quality. It's like that kind of... It's not going to be an Oscar.
I remember sitting there and went, well, there's the first blockbuster of the year.
Yeah, but I just look at it and say, so you got Hawkeye. That's pretty cool. I don't know who that lass is, or I've seen her somewhere.
Bond.
And then I saw, Famke Janssen. Okay, yep.
You got Hawkeye, Jean Grey, and a Bond girl who grew up in St. Trinian's.
Yeah, so I'm like, yep. Okay.
I remember sitting there going, St. Trinian's Hawkeye. All right.
Yes, Adam?
Just someone high five this,
Anyway.
So Mark Hamill then said that he reckons it will probably be focused on his offspring. Comic book movie news. Spider-Man 2 director Mark Webb is continuing to be cryptic as fuck when he tweets. Earlier I reported that, we've got Paul Giamatti playing the Rhino. We have Jamie Foxx playing Electro.
I believe that was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Then last week it was the birthday of Venom's appearance, his anniversary, if you will, in his comic books, and Mark Webb took a picture of what's it called? Like in the Crips, but like at the Creme. Yeah. The Crips at the Creme. He took a picture of one of them where it was the number 13, I believe, or at least something like that, because in the comic books, whatever number the correct was, that was where they first found the Symbionite by itself, not on Spider-Man itself, on it. So it was kind of like, Venom could be in here. Yesterday, on the 20th of February, he posted a picture that was Franklin D. Roosevelt's face in a collage, where he put hashtag the passaging. The only reference Roosevelt has to Spider-Man is that on Roosevelt Island, Spidey famously fought the Green Goblin, which was even brought into Spider-Man 1, the original Spider-Man with Sam Raimi. So there's lots of hints. X-Men news. X-Men Days of Future Past. No more casting news, although there's probably bound to be some new casting members join that. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Peter Dinklage, one or two, did join the cast. He is a famous dwarf actor, well known for anyone who's listening to this these days, probably for Game of Thrones. He plays Tywin Lannister, which is an awesome character from what I'm reading so far. I haven't seen his performance. I'm reading the books before I watched the series. He may be also known to you, those who watched a small independent film a few years back called The Station Agent. It's a very good film. I recommend go watching it. It's quite a cool, quirky love story. It is. But he's been cast, and I reckon he's going to be the big baddie in this. The only big baddie from my working out that he could probably play would say originally people thought Puck, the member of Alpha Fight, who once was on the Wolverine's friend. And now people are reckoning he's going to be the big baddie. The big baddie, I reckon, will probably be then Trask, who was the man behind the Sentinels. I believe it was Trask. On top of that, though, fucking, whatever Mark Webb can do, Bryan Singer can do better. Yes, a couple of days ago, he posted a picture on his Twitter of the two Xavier wheelchairs side by side, said nothing more than old and young, meaning that James McAvoy and Xavier at some point will meet each other when they're in wheelchairs. And yesterday, he posted on the 20th, or I believe it was the 20th, maybe the 19th, he posted a picture of just a skeleton of what has become known as the X-Men sub-basement, basically the corridor that leads to Cerebral. You can't see anything but the wooden panels and the shapes, but it's easy to know as a fan of the films and a fan of the comics, that's where Cerebral's kept. Other than that, on the 20th of February, DC released Justice League America, a new which it looks like will be another twist on the Justice League one, although the Justice League comic book itself is still going on. This all leads to the Trinity War, their big thing. I still haven't read Death of the Family, the finish yet, so I can't give you my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
So far, though, I'm really enjoying the Marvel books from the Marvel Now, and I'm still reading a shit ton of old books that I picked up the other day as well. I finally read the Wedding book from Astonishing X-Men, the gay marriage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very well-written comic,
Mm-hmm.
but if it wasn't for the fact that it was a gay marriage, I don't think it would have sold half as well as it did.
It's just it's one of those ones where it's
the community came out to back what they did.
Well, if it sells, it sells.
However, speaking of gay marriage,
yes,
DC,
yes,
are going to have a gay wedding.
All right.
Batwoman, I believe it's Katie Kane or Kathy Kane, one or two.
All right.
Revealed her. Not only did she reveal her secret identity, dressed up in the full costume to her girlfriend.
All right.
But also proposed on the last page.
Right.
Her girlfriend is Maggie Sawyer.
Oh, Maggie Sawyer of the she's of the special division.
Yes.
Yeah.
Superman, originally from Superman, now resides in New York City.
Yes, she featured in my fan cast of the Superman movie.
Which is why I brought it up, because I know you like the character very much.
Yes, I do. She's a very good character. It's one of those characters where I wish I had been reading comics a lot earlier, because she's my kind of character.
Well, she's a main part of the Batwoman series now. She's looks as if she's going to get married. The other thing with this is the irony.
Yeah. Maggie
Sawyer created for Superman comics.
Yeah.
It was a gentleman who's just been announced to, I can't remember his name for me, but I know what his work is.
Mm-hmm.
Is just been announced to doing a special run on the Superman comics.
Yeah.
The reason this has kicked off a bit of irony and a bit of steam from certain fans of DC is that the man is a large contributor and really big supporter of the equality marriage bill.
Right.
As in, he doesn't want it.
I see.
He's against gay marriage and all this, and he's just been told, "Yeah, you've been given the all-American superhero Superman."
Ah.
And then, like a couple of days later, it's revealed, "Oh, Maggie Sawyer's just proposed to a girlfriend, being proposed by a girlfriend who happens to be a superhero." And it's kicked off a lot of people because, like, not only does this man back the whole against gay marriage company, this man regularly puts large sums of money into this company. And it's pretty much guaranteed the money's going to go from here, from DC to him, to against gay marriage company. So a lot of people are upset about this, and they also find it because they know they don't want him. You don't want anything like that to do with your company.
Yeah.
If I was writing a comic book and suddenly I went, "Oh yeah, dude, you have this," and it turns out the guy is against something that I'm not really against, and I know the money's going to go to him, first thing I would do is go, "Yeah, can I just take that back and you can fuck off."
Yeah, the only issue with that being you can't just fire someone because of their political views.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying.
Yeah. However, there is such thing as being an at-will employee in America.
Yeah.
You can be fired if what you're doing is going to harm the business.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I don't think we have here, this at-will employment.
Not really.
So, but I've got to agree, though. I mean, here's the thing. We're not talking about an office environment. Mm-hmm. We're talking about an industry. Like, if you have an actor in a movie who's hugely against homosexuality, for argument's sake, and you have a bunch of people saying, well, we're not going to see this movie if this dickhead is in this movie, because we're not going to support someone who is against us and thinks we're hateful people. As a director and a producer, you're going to turn around and go, sorry, mate, I've got to do what's best for the movie, so you can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's how hard would it be for DC to sit there and go, your run's not coming yet? Just to keep putting them off.
Yeah. I mean...
And then when he sits there and goes, well, listen, I get this and that, and they turn around and go, no. Well, I want my money, we're not going to pay you. DC have the power of Warner Brothers behind them.
Yeah.
They're not scared of a fucking lawsuit.
Exactly. Like, bitch, please, do you know who we are?
Last piece of news.
You know what? You see those big WB up there? You know what that means?
You know that thing on the front of the cartoon that your kids really love that turns into a blimp?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See that WB? You know what that means? One of them. No, it means winners, bitch. So shut the fuck up and get happy, alright?
Last piece of news I have.
Yes.
It's not comic book related, it's not movie related, it's actually politically related. I know, right? The Americans just had the State of Union address.
Yes, okay.
where certain members of Congress, as well as the president,
Yes.
welcomed victims or families of victims of gun violence to sit at the dressing room.
Right.
And senators were implored to do this, to bring people to it, by Obama. A Republican senator brought someone who was not a victim of gun-related violence,
Right.
or a stout believer in gun laws. Well, not even gun laws, but a stout believer in pro-gun laws. The man they brought was Ted Nugent. A man who famously said, "I'm a good guy. I'm a great guy. You can ask people who look at me without the political views that I'm a great guy. And if you find someone who said I don't, I'll suck your dick." That's what he said. I can't do the great impression, but pretty much the gist of that. And, yeah, what sort of dipshit brings a guy like that to a place that's going to be full of fucking victims of gun crime?
Republican.
Yeah.
Even as far as Republicans go, that's stupid.
Do you know what's stupid, though?
Yes.
We all have this fear the Republicans are the devil, right?
Well, that tends to be the...
That's how it's put across as well, right, in media from America.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is with that?
Yeah.
Look at some of the past presidents.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest presidents were Republican.
Well, to be fair, though, it's always going to be a 50-50 toss.
But I believe Lincoln was a Republican. Jefferson was a Republican.
Well, that's the thing. The term Democrat or Republican doesn't automatically make you a good guy.
Exactly.
But, like I said, although...
No, but apparently these days, it makes you a fucking idiot.
I mean, it's this... I mean, to do that, it's just... It's insensitive more than anything.
And you're probably going to get a lot more political news off me because I've just found daily access to The Daily Show. And I fucking love Jon Stewart.
Well, before we get into...
Jon Stewart's A, fucking Steve Colbert B, and I don't give a fuck what everyone over here thinks.
So with all that said, before we move on to the quiz, it's time for us to visit one of our favourite segments of the show. It's the only segment that survives. It is Tweets of the Week!
1 minute.
Yeah.
There we go, and finish my game.
So, Tweets of the Week.
Beginning at QWikipedia.
Is that at with a...
Yes.
Okay. So, at
QWikipedia, a new word for use. Ignoramus, noun, a person who's both stupid and an arsehole.
That's not a new word. Wrestling's been using the term ignoramus for years. Probably the Brain Healer used it in 1990.
From Biggie Langston. Hashtag Big Zig. This is a thing now.
That guy's got a sense of humour.
Biggie's awesome.
And from WAJ Lee. Hit a man in the back of the leg with a shopping cart. Me, I'm so sorry. I was trained to always take up the knees first. Blank stare.
Awesome stuff there. So, with all that done... Well, yes, with all that Geek has just helpfully reminded me that we do have a segment on the show known as Fucked Up
Films.
Yeah, Fucked Up Films, where we take a look at the AFI top 100 quotes and attempt to do them in the voice of the wrong actor. This was actually a suggestion by a fan of the show, which we decided to do.
Ah, my precious!
Silver Snip?
My precious. Ow.
Anyway.
My name is Stephen. Okay, there we go. Right, there we go. That's how you do it.
Yes.
You go straight to Stephen Hawking, deliver the pitch, and you get to Severus Snape.
My name is Stephen.
My name is Stephen Hawking. Yes.
Okay, so let's look at some of the quotes here. How about we
84.
How about we go from the film King Kong, a line told by the character Carl Denham, played by Robert Armstrong.
Who's taking this one?
I'll let you guys. What?
Rock, paper, scissors, rock.
Oh no, it wasn't aeroplanes. It was Beauty killed the Beast.
From Dracula, from the character Count Dracula, played by Bela Lugosi. How about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I was going to go Bane for that one.
Okay,
Go Bane.
You can do Bane if you want.
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make. The lovely, lovely singing voice.
Okay, and I'll take from Aeroplane, spoken by Ted Striker and Dr. Rumack. I suppose I should do two different voices.
Do you want me to...
Doing Striker.
Okay. Format. Surely you can't be serious.
Oh, I'm serious. Don't call me shit. Moving on to another one. How about 2001: A Space Odyssey, spoken by the character Dave Bowman, played by Keir Delay. I probably pronounced that wrong. Adam, as Severus Snape.
As Severus Snape.
Please.
At some point, I will try my Al Pacino. At some point.
You did a fantastic one last night.
Should I try it? Should I try it?
Yeah, I mean it should because Snape's quite close to Hal anyway.
If it goes wrong, I do apologize. I'll do Snape first.
If it goes wrong, I'll let it out.
I'll do Snape first.
Open the bay doors, please, Hal.
Very good, very good.
And your Pacino?
Open the bay doors, please, Hal.
Not too bad, yeah.
Last season, the one from that business. I can't remember what's it. What's that business movie called?
Oh,
yeah, you know,
Glenn Ross.
Yeah,
That's a fucking amazing film.
No, he did the whole "you stupid cunt, you stupid fuck." He did it.
Where's your balls?
Where'd you learn your trade?
Yeah, he
Where's
did.
your balls, man?
Funny enough, Southern Green is. But anyway, I think that'll do for now.
It was 76.
Yeah. just for shits and giggles, could you do that in the Arnold Schwarzenegger one, please? Terminator. I know it's the right voice, but still, just to sign us off.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I'll be back. So, with that being said, let's get on to the most. The shizzle you nizzle. What the fuck is this shizzle?
Dad, do you know why Snoop Dogg needs an umbrella? For drizzle.
Anyway, with that being said, it's time for the most highly anticipated event of 2013. No, not E3.
Mardi Gras!
Not Mardi Gras!
Dad's
WrestleMania!
Not WrestleMania!
Dad's birthday!
It is the
My birthday! Your birthday!
Tag Shout Quiz!
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be our birthdays.
Oh,
Where Adam
I thought you
gets...
said it was anticipated.
Where Adam will defend his hashtag Shout Quiz Championship against none other than the Geek King. Now, for all you guys who may not remember, this is how the quiz works. These two will have buzzers for each round. I will ask questions, they'll buzz in. If they get it right, they score a point. By the time we get all the way to the end, whoever's got the highest amount of points wins. Wait, hang on, you tell me that this works like a quiz? Yes! It's so simple. Now, normally we have specialised rounds, and you see where they pick a specialised topic. That's not happening on the first quiz of the show. Why? Just to keep it simple as we can. So, with this first quiz away, I will say that there are 5 rounds. Okay, each with their own kind of style. So, one of the rounds is actually a bit complicated, but don't worry, I'll play it as we get there. The first thing we
have to play Twister.
But the first thing we need to do before we can even begin to do a quiz is to sort out the buzzers. So, remember, when you have a buzzer, it should be a buzzer that is quick. Is it going to take too long? Is it too difficult to do? Because you might need a buzz in pretty damn quick.
Boom!
So it always goes with boom, and Adam goes with... Are you sure you're going to be fine with that?
Oh yeah, dude. If I'm panicked, the first thing I'll do is go, ah!
That's actually smart strategy. Alright, so the first round is a general knowledge round, okay? There's not going to be a time limit on these questions.
Okay, Dan, before we start, we will share Hannibal.
But if I think people are taking far too long, I will, obviously cut your time, okay? Yeah. So basically, it's subjective. It's not exactly the most balanced, but it'll do. Now, obviously, both of these have eaten Haribo, and I will remind you guys, Rob, before we jump to the quiz...
Are other sweets available?
I will remind you guys that the quiz happens every month. So if you've got any questions you think would be a good questions for the general knowledge rounds, send them to me at dscjohn613@gmail.com or at dscjohn613@hotmail.co.uk. So, are you guys ready?
I don't think I chewed half them.
Probably not.
They're too tiny, they just go right down your throat.
Ready? Yes, you both decided to shove food in your fucking faces just as I'm about to start.
Because they're Haribo! Kids are gonna fuck them!
Need to make sure that my pen is actually working. Okay, so basically you should know the rules. If you buzz in and you get the question wrong, then you are forced to... obviously the next person gets a chance to answer. However, difference in this round. If you buzz in and you don't think you do, if you come your buzz and you haven't quite got a clue, you don't know what you were going to say, you can pass, and that will leave the thing open again. But I will have to restart the question. So, for instance, if the first question was, how many dwarfs did Snow White know? And you buzz in and you go, pass. I'll read you the question, and you'll both have a chance to buzz in again. Okay?
I believe it was 6.
7.
There were 7.
6.
There were 7 dwarfs.
Grumpy wasn't allowed in the house.
Okay, so are you guys...
Snow White, she wasn't a
Now,
dwarf.
each round has 10 questions, alright? And each question in round 1...
was Doc.
And each question in round 1 is worth a point. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
These are
so
answered by
test question. Who is the current WWE champion? Yes?
Well, The Rock.
Yes.
But not rightfully.
Okay, another test one to make sure both your brothers are working. Let's see. Name a band that sucks.
One Direction.
Yep. Any of those? Name a band that sucks.
The Wanted.
There you go.
All Time Low, You, Me, and
But
Six.
basically, your brothers are working.
I don't mind You, Me.
Guys, this isn't a music debate.
An All Time Low. I don't mind.
Right. Right. Your brothers are working. Are you ready?
Run up.
Round 1.
Areka.
Shut up. We're not in the AFI now.
Oh, my apologies.
Question number 1. Here we go.
We're doing the trade.
What habit of J.J. Abrams, director of Star Trek, led to cast members saying he was the man with rhythm? Yes?
Dancing?
No. It's open to you. What habit of J.J. Abrams, director of Star Trek, led to the cast members saying he was the man with rhythm?
Dancing?
No, he played drum beats with the microphone. Question number 2. Which character from the Bible had a musical based around him? Yes?
Joseph.
Correct.
Oh, Jesus Christ Superstar, if you really want to be.
Yeah.
And his multicoloured coat.
Boom, bitch!
Jesus had a multicolored coat, he just didn't brag about it.
Prove him wrong.
Probably somewhere in the Dead Sea. Question number 3. What 3-digit number is the square root of 97,969? Yes?
619.
No.
313.
313.
It's him asking the question, you know.
Question number 4. What term is used to describe payments an employer must make to their employees in return for their work?
Boom.
Yes.
Wage.
Correct. Question number 5.
I heard that wrong in my head.
Question 5. What was the total price that Facebook... what was the total price that Facebook approximately paid to acquire the app program Instagram? Yes.
1.4 billion.
Incorrect. Dan?
4.1 billion?
Incorrect. $1 billion.
Close.
That was close.
Yeah, but wrong.
Question
number 6. Question number 6. Gary Oldman and Matt LeBlanc both starred in which sci-fi movie together?
Boom!
Yes?
Lost in Space.
Correct.
What a pilot wank that was.
Hey, watch.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Question 7. Which of the following games sold the most copies since their release? Call of Duty Black Ops for Xbox 360, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for PlayStation 2, or The Sims 2 for the PC? Yes?
Sims 2.
Correct. 20 million, basically 20 million, not including the expansion packs.
It's one of the highest grossing games of all time, isn't it?
It is the highest grossing game of all time. Question number 8. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC were formerly owned by which beverage company? Yes.
Coke.
No. Over to you.
Please don't be Pepsi.
It's open to you.
I know, I'm thinking.
Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC were formerly owned by which beverage company?
Is it Pepsi? I thought
It's Pepsi.
I called it myself, but...
It's Pepsi.
I just realised that's all they serve in Pizza Hut.
Yeah!
No, good time!
Question
Taco
9.
Bell with who?
Taco Bell and KFC.
KFC, they do Pepsi as well.
Pizza Hut as well.
Question number 9. Which legendary actor was awarded the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award in 2011, presented by Betty White? Which legendary actor was awarded the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award in 2011, presented by Betty White? Oh, that was boom there.
Go ahead.
Morgan Freeman.
Correct.
I was thinking Michael Caine.
And final question of this round. In the epic rap battle, which saw President Lincoln face off against Chuck Norris, why wouldn't he make fun of Texas?
You've never seen that show.
Stop it!
Oh, Stephen, I want to know, how do you get personalised labels?
I think I just saw my balls.
Okay, round two is what's the next line?
Oh,
Basically, I will
Fishing.
I will give you the first few lines of a song.
Yeah.
Now, what I need from you is the next line.
Galileo.
I'll give you a point.
Galileo.
If you give me the name of the song, that's a point. And if you give me the people that did this particular version of the song, you get a point.
So a line for the next line's a point for the person, and a point for the song.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you buzz in and you can only give me, say, the next line, the other person is free to give me the name of the artist and of the song, and vice versa. You don't have to give me in that order. You can just give me any information you have, all right? So basically, you can get 3 points. You can get 3 points per question, okay? Now, however, I will put this out. If you buzz me too early and I haven't finished, and you give the wrong line, obviously you could be fucking yourself over.
Right.
So it's up to you whether you want to risk getting the 2 points if you know the song and the artist.
You got to try and wait and see what the next line is, because you don't know where you want to finish.
Yeah, but there's no penalty for buzzing in early. So you can try it if you want. Now, in the song, I only want the next line. I don't need the full fucking chorus of verse, alright?
But what happens if we know it?
You can if you want.
We sing it!
But I will. But once I say stop, you have to stop. Otherwise, I will start deducting points.
I'm really going to lend you a Game of Thrones.
Are you ready? Here we go. And I'm not going to sing them. I'm just going to say them. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Traveling in a fried-out combi on a hippie trail, head full of zombie. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said,
"Yes, you come from the land down under, men at work." And it was just called Land Down Under, wasn't it?
It was. That's correct. 3 points.
Woo! When the fuck did zombies come into that?
On a hippie trail, head full of zombie.
People who are a bit high on the weed.
A bit high.
We'll call them swaggers from now on.
Question number 2. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Question number 2. Oh, I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care. So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign. Yes?
To let me know you're there?
No.
By God?
No. It's open to you. Oh, I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care. So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign.
While Dan's answering this, I'm going to go and use the quiz battery.
So,
I haven't a fucking clue.
no clue from you there?
Is it Evanescence?
It's not Evanescence, no.
And... Nah, I don't know. Fuck it.
Pass on that one?
Yeah, I don't know.
And the answer was... What is Love? From What is Love by Hannah.
Oh, you bagger!
No.
Question number 3. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Yes?
I guess it's kind of funny, I guess it's kind of sad. The dreams I end up dying and are the best I've ever had. It's Mad World by Gary Jules, I believe.
You get 2 points, but you're wrong on the next line.
What?
So, Geek, this is for you. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere.
Mad World.
Their tears are filling up their glasses.
Ah, that wasn't a real line. That was a line they brought in the cover when the other line was ill.
Shut up.
It was a
Question number 5. You say I love you, boy. I know you lie. I trust you all the same. I don't know why. You say I love you, boy. I know you lie. I trust you all the same. I don't know why.
Boom.
Yes.
Boom, boom, shake the room.
No.
Will Smith, boom, shake the room.
No, it's not. Nice guess.
Can I have the line again, please?
It's good, but not the right one.
Can I have the line again, please?
You say I love you, boy. I know you lie. I trust you all the same. I don't know why. Yes?
You don't need to
I know.
Because I'm high, because I got high, because I got high.
Completely incorrect. Because when my back is turned, many of horror. Biffy Clyro.
Nope. Who? Biffy Clyro.
Because when my back
Biffy.
is... Many of horror? You've heard of it.
If you go to college, right? When everyone heard Biffy, dude. I've heard of Biffy Clyro.
If we
right, that song. Right. I'm not the biggest. I know I'm not the biggest fan of it.
You've sung it before. Shut your face.
Yeah, I've sang the chorus, which everyone knows.
The question number 6.
Go on.
Hello, my friend. We meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? It feels like forever.
Why do I feel that?
You do. Hello, my friend, we meet again. It's been a while, where should we begin? Feels like forever.
Oh.
Yes?
For the artist, is it you?
No, it's not me.
It sounds
None of these songs are me.
It just sounds like a song I thought you wrote. Because
I'd be rich if I did. Not as rich as most people, but rich nonetheless.
Was it you or me that wrote a poem like that? Oh, we've both done it.
Probably. Anyway, hello, my friend. We meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? Feels like forever. You've got a chance to answer here, Geek.
I'll get more Pepsi. Because I'm owned by the company.
No.
Within my heart are memories. My sacrifice by Creed.
Yeah.
Triple H video. Question number 7. When the outside temperature rises and the meaning is also clear, 1001 yellow daffodils begin to dance in front of you. Oh dear.
What?
When the outside temperature rises and the meaning is also clear, 1001 yellow daffodils begin to dance in front of you. Oh dear.
Because you got high?
No.
Are you sure?
But you didn't buzz, so that doesn't count. But in future.
I know. It was a joke, not an answer.
No.
Oh, you'll take points away from right. Don't pull a joke. Don't be taking points away from right.
Yes?
Because we got maybe it's cold outside.
No, it's not baby it's cold outside.
Is it baby it's cold outside?
I can understand the logic, but
is it Tom Jones?
No, it's not.
Is it Tom Jones?
No.
Okay, for artists, I'm going to make a good guess. The Beatles.
No.
Okay, I've got another.
Are they trying to tell you something? I'm going slightly mad by Queen. Question number 8. It's cold outside, there's no type of atmosphere. I'm all alone, more or less. Let me fly far away from here. Yes?
Fun in the sun. I don't know who the artist is, but it's the theme from Red Dwarf.
You get 2 points there. Geek, any guesses on the artist?
Sadly, it's not Random Chick.
Richard Armitage.
No, it's Howard Goodall and Jenna Russell. Don't blame me if you're not knowing that one. I really don't.
Even they know that they song.
Question number 9. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from another guy.
I just want to tell you what I'm thinking. Gonna make you understand. Never gonna give you up by Rick Astley.
You get 2 points. You got the line wrong.
Again?
How did I get the... I don't know. One.
Geek? We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from another guy.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
I just want to tell you how I'm feeling.
That's what I said.
No.
What did I say?
Just tell you how I feel.
You got it slightly wrong.
Yeah, you missed the first few words. You cut the line off. Because you know how your brain works like mine. It's really quick, so by the time that you talk, half the words disappear.
What happened was, I thought I heard myself say that, and I probably took off the
Question number 10, the last question of this round, thankfully.
Because it's died and
I'll wait till Anne's finished gulping.
Oh,
He's drinking Pepsi.
Go ahead.
Starting from here, let's make a...
Shut
up! Starting from here, let's make a promise. You and me, let's just be honest. We're gonna run, nothing can stop us, even the night that falls all around us.
Boom.
Yes.
Han Solo and Leia.
No.
From the Star Wars Christmas special.
No, it's not.
That doesn't exist!
Whipster, whip.
No! No! No!
Adam, you've got a chance here for the artist, the song, and the line. Starting from here, let's make a promise. You and me, let's just be honest. We're gonna run, nothing can stop us, even the night that falls all around us.
Artist to Elton John.
No, soon there'll be nothing but voices. Not gonna get us by Tattoo.
All the things she said, people.
I know who they are.
Never heard that song in my life, mate. But
Victoria.
For his bullshit, comes to mind. Anyway, round 3. Round 3 is another multi-scoring round. Basically, you both get the chance to answer each question equally at the same time, okay? These are known as top 3 rankings. I'm going to give you 10 questions in each one. I'm going to give you the people who came the top 4 in certain top lists, okay? I need you to identify the top 3 out of those 4 people.
Right.
So, let's say, for argument's sake, I give you a list of the top 4 Smurfs or whatever, right?
Papa Smurf.
All I need you to tell me is who came third, who came second, and who came first.
Third probably would have been Worker Smurf.
Second
Smurfette.
Smurfette.
And then Papa Smurf.
Right.
I'm going to hate this round with a passion, aren't I?
Yeah. But don't worry, there's no time limit. You get to take your time to think about each one, right? And
Yeah, because I love the music round.
here's the thing: you get a point for every correct placement. All right.
I thought I could.
So you just look for the top 3. The 4th one's there. To obviously throw you off.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start with the first ranking, which is FHM's top 3 sexiest women of 2012.
Oh, fuck.
This is taken from their top 100 list, of course.
Yeah, I remember this.
Your 4 people are Talise Konstantavelos, Rihanna, Cheryl Cole, and Rosie Jones. So, who are you both saying were number 3, number 2, and number 1?
Dan, do you want to give your 3 first, and then I'll give mine?
No.
Do you want to give them at the same time, or do you want us to go, right, who's number 3, right, who's number 2, right, and who's number 1? Which way do you want to do it?
The second one.
The second way, okay.
I was going to say the first one.
Okay, well, right, so I'll tell you what, Geek, why don't you tell me who you think is third?
Cheryl Cole.
You think it's Cheryl Cole? Who do you think is number 2?
Myself.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Rihanna. And who do you think is number 1?
Lisa.
I'm going to go with I think it's Rihanna, then Tulisa, then... no, sorry. No, hang on. Cancel that.
Alright, relax.
Cheryl, Tulisa, Rihanna.
What, 3 to 1?
Yeah, 3 to 1. I went in reverse order first.
So you're going Cheryl, Tulisa, Rihanna. You're going the Cheryl, Rihanna, Tulisa. Okay. Number 3 was Rihanna.
Oh.
Number 2,
Cheryl
Cole. And number 1,
Tulisa.
Tulisa.
I remember hearing about it last year and going, really? Tulisa beat them too?
So you get 1 point there, Geek.
Well,
And Adam,
I get nothing.
You get nothing there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll come back.
I did the math.
I didn't.
Up next, Rolling Stone's best movies of 2012.
Okay.
This is Rolling Stone's
Rolling
magazine.
Stones.
Your 4 movies are Lincoln, Zero Dark 30, Beasts of the Southern Wild, and The Master. So, we'll look for your number 3, your number 2, and your number 1.
You don't know any of these films, do you?
No clue.
Geek, which movie do you think came number 3? Just remember the movies: Lincoln, Zero Dark 30, Beasts of the Southern Wild, The Master.
I think The Master came number 3.
You think The Master came number 3? And number 2?
Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30. And number 1?
Lincoln.
Legit, I'm thinking the exact same pattern.
You think the exact same?
Yeah.
I can tell you both got number 2 right.
Oh.
Zero Dark 30 came in second. Third was Beast of the Summer Wild, and first was The Master.
Oh.
So you both get a point.
Okay, that's cool.
We were equally rubbish and equally good on that one.
Number 3 is Pro Wrestling Illustrated's 500 Wrestlers of 2012. Your 4 wrestlers are Bobby Roode, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and John Cena.
Okay, I'm going... Can I go?
Yes.
Third, Bobby Roode. Second, Daniel Bryan. First, CM Punk. I legit think that will be the order they give.
Okay, and Geek?
Number
3?
Swap. No, same 3, but swap Bobby and Daniel Bryan.
So Daniel Bryan, Bobby Roode, and
yeah.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
Well, Geek, you got 2 right. Bobby Roode and CM Punk. The third place was John Cena.
Yeah.
So Geek, you get 2 points, and you get 1 point there. Excellent work.
You get your boy.
Number 4, BBC Radio 1's greatest singles of 2012.
Oh, God. Can I borrow that when you're done? I'm out. Actually, no, while we're on.
Hey, why are we killing ourselves? Motherfucker!
Say what again? Say what?
I'll do one that can edit the show.
Then.
Titanium, We Are Young, Somebody That I Used to Know, Call Me Maybe.
Okay, third, I think, will be... Actually, can you give me the list again real quick?
Titanium, We Are Young, Somebody That I Used to Know, Call Me Maybe.
Call Me Maybe at 3. Second will be Someone I Used to Know, and first will be Fun. Oh, yeah, We Are Young, sorry, by Fun.
Oh, We Are Young by Fun is number 1.
Yeah.
Is what you said. Okay.
I always mix the band in the song.
Yeah, We Are Young will be number 1.
Yeah.
I think they'll put Call Me maybe 2. And what was the other two? Sorry.
Someone I used to know in Titanium.
I don't even know what the fuck was. Oh.
Someone I used to know. But you didn't have to cut me.
Yeah, that was 3.
And Titanium was
So somebody for you, somebody I used to know, Call Me Maybe, and We Are Young.
Yeah.
For you, Call Me Maybe, somebody used to know.
Yeah. I think I might have made a mistake on that one.
Geek, you scored there with Call Me Maybe. The order was 3, We Are Young, 2, Call Me Maybe, and 1, somebody that I used to know.
Oh. My only problem is that We Are Young is a much better song than someone I used to know.
Yeah,
Number
but
5.
it's not going to do that.
Number 5.
Call Me Maybe's on the fucker.
Number 5. Top selling video games of 2012. Your 3 are Mass Effect 3, NBA 2K12, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Just Dance.
Just Dance.
I think number 3 will be Just Dance, and number 2 will be Mass Effect 3, number 1 will be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
So you're going Just Dance, Mass Effect 3, and then Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think the NBA's on there to throw you. I'm the same order.
Same order.
Yeah.
I can tell you that the order was NBA, Call of Duty, and Mass Effect.
None of us got points.
So nothing on that one.
Hooray, Dan, we got no points.
Number 6, most viewed YouTube videos of 2012.
Well, we know what number 1 is.
Yeah, I know what number 1 is.
Corny 2012, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, Call Me Baby. Walk Off the Earth, somebody that I used to know. Or Psy, Gangnam Style.
Number one will be Psy. Number 2, I think, might be Walk Off the Earth. And number 3 will be Corny. I think.
So I'll put Psy for you.
Yep.
You're
1 point, Dan.
3 and 2. Or 2 and 3, depending on how you want to do it.
I think number 2 will be Bieber and his ex-Latino whore.
Yeah. And number 3?
Or his beard, as I like to call it, because that dude's gears are fucking paid that.
Number 3?
What were the other 2? Sorry, I don't remember.
Corny and Walk Off the Earth.
What's Coney?
Coney was the big black dude who stole children.
Yeah, he's round it. Yeah, but does anyone really remember him after that?
No.
Because people probably would have gone back. I mean, people will probably watch Gangnam Style 100 fucking times.
Right, do you think it's Coney or Walk Off the Earth then?
And what's Walk Off the Earth? Is that the guy where he does the fucking...
These are the people that play one guitar. Like, they can play one guitar, I believe. I think it's them, isn't it? It's them that play one... It's like 5 people play one guitar.
Yeah, so the guy who jumps from the top of the fucking Earth from space is not on there.
No.
Bullshit.
To be fair, that happened very late in the year. So, we're talking about the most viewed...
Some amazing.
Yeah, of course, but we're talking about the most viewed video of 2012.
I'll go number 3 would probably be Coney. Yeah, Coney probably number 3.
3 was Coney, 2 was Walk Off the Earth, 1 was Psy. Adam, you got all of them correct.
Yes!
So that's
do you know what that means, don't you?
What I mean?
Up on Gangnam Style.
And Geek, you got 2 points on that one. Number 7.
I'm going to move my laptop. Doing Gangnam Style.
We're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
Up on Gangnam Style.
Number 7. Most downloaded free apps for the Apple of 2012.
Apps.
Most downloaded free apps. Flashlight, Draw Something, Instagram, YouTube.
YouTube, Instagram, Draw Something.
You got to help me out.
1 will be YouTube, 2 will be Instagram, and 3 will be Draw Something.
Okay. Geek.
I think because YouTube's app shit. I know because I've got it. So I think I think number 3 would probably be YouTube.
Right.
Because they didn't change their app originally when I got it. Last year was shite and it was only just came good this year.
That leaves me with Flashlight, Draw Something, and Instagram.
What's the Flash one?
It's a flashlight.
Just a torch.
Actually, I know loads of people got that fucker.
It's on my phone.
But I would go Draw Something Instagram.
Adam, you got all 3 correct.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
Congratulations on that one, Adam. Number 8.
Your YouTube app is shit.
Yeah.
It only just came good.
Number 8. Top viewed episodes of #Shout Season 1, not including Blip.
Your mama.
Episode
Please.
1.
Just no.
Episode 1. Episode 2. Episode 4. Episode 13.
Okay, I'm gonna go with number 1. I reckon will be 13. Number 2 will be 4. And number 3 will be 2.
Okay. Pick 1, 2, 4, and 13.
Now I think episode 13.
Yeah.
You go with Cinema.
Was one with Kai.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And I know a lot of people watched that, but I don't know if anyone got to the end of it because of the. And that counts how YouTube votes count, isn't it? You have to watch the entire video. So I'm going to go with. I think episode 1 because people will found it go for number 3.
So the first episode is going to be third place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 13 for 2.
Okay.
And episode 4 for
first place.
First place, because I think that was my dramatic return.
The third place was
too comfy with that.
Third place was episode 13 with 50. Cool. Episode 2 is second place with 89, and episode 1 with 122.
Oh right. Well, legit.
Legit.
Wow.
So
no jizz reason.
No jizz reason.
Wow.
So there's not full scoring there, but
you got 1 for that, right?
No.
Oh, I thought it was 13 for that.
Last 2, I promise you. So here we go.
Sorry.
Highest earning actors of 2012.
Geek King scores 0 because Geek King gets paid 0.
I like your show. I love your style. But your pay is so cheap, I won't be back for a while. Muhammad Ali on Parkinson.
Yes, it was awesome.
Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Sandler, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Number 1, I think, will be Leonardo DiCaprio. 2 might be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And 3, can you give me the list again?
Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Sandler, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Tom Cruise number 1.
Alright.
If you're ready to write it down. Tom Cruise number 1. Leo number 2. I'm a good friend of Leo, and he's called Leo Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know Rock is one of the highest paid, but I know Adam Sandler is the highest paid comedian actor. So I'm gonna go Adam Sandler. I don't think The Rock made it.
So you're going Adam Sandler, Leonardo, and Tom. All 3 correct.
Classy, don't do.
Well, Tom Cruise gets like 20 million per film.
And last one of this round. Most complained about UK show to Ofcom in 2012. So you're right, this shows in the ones that Ofcom received the most complaints about in 2012. Are you ready? X Factor results show. Big Brother. True Stories, Gypsy Blood. True Stories for sure.
Yeah.
This Morning.
This morning did get a lot of complaints during the year because of something they did.
Okay, I'm going to go with 1 This Morning, 2 X Factor, 3 True Story.
Okay, so that's third place True Story, second place X Factor, first place This Morning.
I'm going to go third place True Stories.
Okay, so you both saying the same on that one. Second?
Second This Morning. And I think the X Factor results, because it wasn't. I think the big thing for that, I think number 1, I think the big thing for that was that there was a fix, or a supposed fix, and that's why people complained.
You both said True Stories for 3. Adam, you said X Factor for 2. You said This Morning.
Yes.
And Adam, you said This Morning for 1, and you're saying X Factor. So you got your the other round.
I think This Morning got complaints because it was
in third place.
They were showing all people simulating sex.
Third place was This Morning. Oh. They both got it wrong. Second place was the X Factor. Adam gets a point. First place was Big Brother. So Adam scores a point, which brings us to.
What about complaining Big Brother over the fact it was just on TV?
That was a
Bad
good point.
marketing, because the last one was meant to be the last season ever.
Yeah, this is a celebrity one.
Okay. Round 4 is called Explaining the Movie to Jimmy.
Yes! I'm the life of this!
Basically,
are you trying to punish me?
No.
For something?
Adam,
give me this now.
Adam, you're actually well in the lead, so shut up.
Oh, yes!
Here's the thing. Basically, what I will do is I will try to explain the plot of a movie, but instead of using the names of the characters and the actors in this movie, I will address them by characters they played in other movies. For example, if I'm trying to explain, I don't know. If I'm trying to explain a movie which features Johnny Depp playing Captain Jack Sparrow, I might refer to him as Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Pass the patch,
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Word. That one.
While Dad's getting Pepsi, I've got a joke for you, Dad.
Oh,
Stephen, you heard this last night.
Okay.
You know Albert Einstein?
Yeah.
He actually got criticism when he first published his paper on space, because he published it late. apparently one of his critics got hold of it and said, "Oh, you paper on space. It's about time too."
He's a bastard. He really is an evil bastard. So we all...
Am I thick? I didn't get that.
Because
He wrote
it's
it paper on
about
space
time.
time.
Oh, sorry.
Where's the lid?
In my hand. I was just having me glass.
Well, you can take the list
So,
from my hand.
Again, there are 10 movies I'm describing
The
here.
Quizmaster will become.
There are 10 movies. All I need to know is the name of the movie I'm trying to describe. Okay?
Okay.
Some of them might be considered almost too easy. Some of them you might be wondering, what the fuck is
I've
that?
done this for 8 years.
Are you guys ready?
Go ahead.
You can buzz in whenever, of course. And of course, if you buzz in, you're wrong. Whatever.
Go
If you
ahead.
buzz in and pass, I obviously start the question.
Go
So,
ahead.
number 1. Wolverine is on the run for Maximus Decimus Meridius, having...
Boom!
Yes.
Les Miserables.
Mr. Adams is correct. I'll finish the description. To take care of Catwoman's daughter, who later grew up to be a mean girl called Karen Smith.
I haven't seen Gladiator, so I went, I know that's a character.
Question 2. Question 2.
Yeah.
Kratos' brother, although you never know it was him, is charged with the biggest logistical nightmare in all of the Earth. Well, part of it anyway. He is joined by Raphael, the Ninja Turtles, in this endeavour, as well as Magneto, Will Turner, Professor Maximilian Arturo, and Sigmund Freud.
Boom!
Yes?
Lord of the Rings.
Which one?
Fellowship of the Ring.
Correct. Question number 3.
To kill you in your sleep.
Question number 3. The WWE champion is hired to recover Stifler, who is currently hiding in the same...
Boom!
Yes.
Welcome to the jungle.
Correct. Question number 4.
You want this, dude? Here you go.
Question number 4.
It's yours.
What are you jinxing me?
Shush! Hartigan, taking a break from the chaos of sin.
Shut up!
Right.
I know this one.
Hartigan, taking a break from the chaos of Sin City, tries to save his wife, Annette, who is apparently speechless, not that we care, from a terrorist plot led by Severus Snape.
Boom!
Yes.
Die Hard!
Yes.
Hartigan from Sin City is Bruce Willis.
Question number 5. When Austin Powers finds his home under threat, he reluctantly teams up with Dr. Dolittle to fulfill a quest from Jerry Whittaker.
Boom!
Yes.
Shrek!
Yes. Question number 6.
Sorry, dude.
Sit your ass down! Adam, sit down.
You had the music round.
Stuart Little is thrown back in time thanks to Judge Doom, who is not frozen to date, finds himself... Yes.
I don't know. Back in the future.
Correct.
Oh, I apologise for getting one. I'm a pressy of geek.
Question 7. Shut up. Question 7. Dr. Doug Ross and G. Callan team up to take on the odd team of Beatrix and the Terminator.
Again?
Dr. Doug Ross and G. Callan team up to take on the odd team of Beatrix and the Terminator.
Who in the Lord's name is Beatrix?
Boom!
Yes.
Batman and Robin!
Correct.
The bride from Kill Bill's real name's Beatrix.
I've never seen Kill Bill.
You should, you'll love it.
Question number 8.
I just helped you.
Question number 8. Colonel Chester Philp hires Robert Neville, being the legend that he is, and immediately find themselves on the hunt for Private Leonard Gomer Pyle Lawrence. No doubt their dress codes are different. I'll repeat. Colonel Chester Phillips hires Robert Neville, being the legend that he is, and immediately find themselves on the hunt for Private Leonard Gomer Pyle Lawrence. No doubt their dress codes are different. Yes?
Men in Black.
Correct.
I went on one clue.
Robert Neville, I Am Legend. Private Leonard Gomer Pyle Lawrence, Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
I went on one clue there.
Colonel Chester Phillips.
Dress code. I went suits.
Yes.
Okay, number 9. General Thunderbolt Ross and his family, Miss Doom, Jade, suffering from a hangover, Satana, and the Medicine Man, who would grow up to become Professor Moriarty and kick the shit out of Iron Man, along with Commissioner Gordon and Joey Tribbiani, all find themselves far from home in a story.
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space.
I knew that one!
And finally, after rescuing Indiana Jones with the help of a nun who knows Jane Silent Bob and the most interesting...
Boom!
Yes.
And so, Star Wars!
Which one?
Return!
Correct.
The Jedi!
Correct.
I hate you, Steve.
I nearly said I nearly said there Han Solo Adventures. Because that's how I view the original trilogy.
Thing is, you're still in the lead, Adam.
No!
Can you do me a favour, just real quickly? People say don't blame me.
Don't blame me.
I blame you.
I had 7 right in that round.
I know!
The final,
I was counting!
The final round is the general knowledge round.
Is it more questions, more movies for Jimmy?
No, it's general knowledge.
God,
It's general knowledge. Are you ready?
general knowledge of movie characters.
No, 10 questions. General knowledge.
Right, go on. Fair enough.
Oh, shit. Are you ready?
Go ahead. Go on.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
Alright, so just to test the buzzers. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Right, everyone ready? Complaining, okay? Here we go. 10 questions.
You'll have complaining.
Question number 1.
Yeah.
The 36th element of the periodic table shares a name with which fictional planet?
Boom!
Yes?
Krypton.
Correct.
Yes!
Question
Science question! Science! Really?
Question 2. Who was the last king of Britain?
Boom!
Yes.
Edward the Seventh.
No. Adam, who is the last king of Britain?
I heard a song about this like not 2 days ago. Hang on, 1 second. Is there a time limit on this?
No.
Right, thank you. Technically, does that count? I don't know whether it was
The last king of Britain. Not just England, it's Britain. No, when we have a queen, it's the Queen of Britain.
I apologize. I won't know the number. King William.
No, it's George VI.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bugger, yes.
Question number 3.
The Queen's father.
Vilnius is the capital city of which Northern European country?
So what?
Again?
Vilnius, spelled Vilnius, is the capital city of which Northern European country? Yes.
Sweden.
No.
Norway.
It's Lithuania.
That's north.
Northern
That's
European.
general knowledge?
What is the square root of 121? Yes.
Pi.
No.
Square root of 121.
Yes.
12.
No, it's 11.
Damn it!
Question number 5. Who is the current Prime Minister of Canada?
Boom! Ah!
Boom.
William Shatner.
No. Adam, who is the current Prime Minister of Canada?
Adam Copeland, aka Edge.
Stephen Harper.
Who?
Stephen Harper.
Once again,
The Newcastle guy.
Shocker.
Question number 6. Which author, known mostly for his children's books, once said about love, you know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams? Yes.
Round down.
No.
Terry Deary?
No, it's Dr. Seuss.
Oh, that's random.
Question 7. Which actor has been the voice actor for Two-Face, Spider-Man, Nightwing, and the Music Meister?
Boom.
Yes.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Correct. Question 8.
Science and MPH.
Question number 8. Which number amendment to the United States Constitution abolishes slavery?
Boom.
Yes.
18th.
No.
5th?
No, it's the 13th.
Damn it!
5th Amendment is the right to silence and all jazz.
I knew the 5th Amendment was
Question
something to
9.
do with that.
When does #Shout celebrate its 1-year anniversary?
Boom!
Yes.
Tomorrow!
No. Adam, when does Shout celebrate its 1-year anniversary?
Haven't we already?
June 24th.
March 7th, 2013.
Well, I was
I
close.
thought we'd already hit it.
Question number 10. Who is more often Googled? Lisa Ann or Scarlett Johansson?
Fuck.
Yes?
Lisa Ann.
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
I wonder why you got the idea. That's what I want to know. Are you psychic, my boy?
Right.
I
can tell you,
I get weird in these
at the end of that quiz, the winner was determined by 2 points. In second place with 24, and in first place with 26.
Well, that's usually how it works.
In second place, with 24 points, it's Adam. Which means that the winner with 26 points and the new #Shout Quiz champion, the Geek King! Geek King has become the first #Shout Quiz champion of 2013.
Next time, if you put in a movie round for Jisme, I will bottle you.
I like that round. It's my favourite round ever.
Dad,
Ever.
That was my George Carlin round.
Yeah. Guess what? Pay back the bits, motherfucker.
Oh, by the way, I'm doing the next one.
Oh, are you now?
Yeah, you're screwed.
Well, Wow, that's mature.
I know. I don't need to be mature anymore.
But I like the fact that you think I screwed you over.
You got 3 points.
This was the Stanley Screwjob.
Bullshit!
I am the people's champion.
Bullshit!
Yes, please.
Anyway,
I'm going to have to be asked me that. Eric.
with that all said and done, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, listening to this podcast. We will join you next week, where we'll have more tweets of the week and more news from around the world. So, from CJones213, hashtag boss. Oh, wait a minute. Should I do some shameless plugging? I'll quickly throw some in. Follow us on YouTube if you're not watching this on our YouTube channel. YouTube.com/user/ The Wandering Angel. Follow all of us on Twitter. Adam can be found at TheLonewalker1, that's LoneWalker number 1. Follow Geek King at G33K_KNG, that's G number 3, K_KNG. And follow Steve03, myself at Steve03, 3. You can follow us all on Tumblr at the same, except for Geeks Tumblr, it is G33KKING.tumblr.com. And of course, we're on Facebook and we're on Tumblr. Shouttheshow.tumblr.com and Facebook.com/shouttheshow. And Shout has its own YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/user/shouttheshow. Follow us on either one of those. Well, like I said, we'll be back next week. So, from the new champion,
the undisputed champion.
If it's undisputed, what's all the quizzes about?
I have this, and then as you see on this arm, the total markout one.
Yes.
And as you see around my waist, the Wandering Angel Productions one.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I have 3 belts, baby. I mean, The Rock only held 2.
No, I'm actually starting to rethink whether I am going to do the next quiz or whether I'm going to take part and have a rematch. I need to choose.
And remember, what I said, if he has a rematch, we do another one of those rounds. Just like we did this time.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know
Anyway.
if I want to screw over more, Dan or Steve.
I win!
At the end of the day,
At this point, it's Dan.
the next quiz will be in 4 weeks' time, which means it will be recorded on March 21st. So, from...
To be fair, you know what the 2 points come out to, don't you?
What?
The science one and the motherfucking Neil Patrick Harris ones. They were the only 2 I got right in that last round.
Well, that's what makes me so bad. I'm sitting just going, the 2 questions I could have done.
Anyway.
And then Scarlett Johansson just pushed me over the top like she always does.
Yes. So, Geek...
Right over the cliff.
So, from the new channel, Geek King, from TheLonewalker1, and from myself, hashtag boss, we say thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week on the weekly debate/discussion show, hashtag
Shout!